Hello guys, welcome to Storytimes. Thanks for joining us. Today we've got a brand new story to share with you. Support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I promise, even more interesting stories. Also, let us know in the comments which city you're watching from. Now, make sure to stick around till the end, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It actually helps more than you think. It all started innocently enough. We were at a casual get-together with friends, just a relaxed evening of laughter, drinks, and reminiscing about old times. Everyone was in high spirits. I was standing off to the side with my husband, chatting with people we hadn't seen in a while. The conversation drifted, as it often does with few drinks in, toward relationships and fidelity. Someone cracked a joke, and in the heat of the moment, I chimed in with a comment I never imagined would change everything. "I'm sure my husband would never find out if I cheated," I said, grinning. "I'm too clever for him to catch me." It was meant to be lighthearted. A stupid, edgy joke tossed into the air for a cheap laugh. And it worked. Everyone around us burst out laughing. Even my husband chuckled. But something about his laugh didn't sit right. It wasn't his usual warm, full laugh. It felt tight, forced. I brushed it off at first, thinking he was just playing along. But as the night wore on, his demeanor changed. He grew quiet, distant. He wasn't engaging with friends the way he usually did. Something had shifted, and I could feel it. Later that night, when we got home, the tension followed us through the door. We went through our normal routine, but the silence was heavy. He barely looked at me. When I asked if something was wrong, he brushed me off with a half-hearted, "just tired." But it was more than that. I could hear it in his voice, see it in his eyes. The next morning wasn't any better. He moved to the house like a ghost, polite but cold, detached. When I tried to make small talk, he barely responded. I finally asked him what was going on. That's when it all came crashing down. He turned to me, eyes distant and sharp. "Do you really think that was funny?" he asked. My stomach dropped. I tried to deflect, to explain it was just a joke. But he cut me off. "That joke he made last night," he said slowly, painfully. "You think it's funny to joke about cheating? To make light of breaking my trust?" There was no anger in his voice. Just hurt. Raw, quiet hurt. I was speechless. The guilt hit me like a freight train. I tried to explain, to backpedal. I didn't mean it. It was just a dumb joke. But I could see it in his eyes. The damage was already done. "How could I not take that seriously?" he asked. "How can I trust you if you can joke so casually about something like that?" His words stuck with me. Because this wasn't just about a single offhand comment. It was about what that joke suggested to him. That I didn't value our relationship. That maybe I could be unfaithful. That maybe he didn't know me as well as he thought. Over the next few days, things only got worse. We barely spoke. I apologized over and over. Tried to explain how thoughtless it had been. But nothing reached him. He kept shutting me out. Kept saying, "I don't know if I can trust you anymore." And then, one night, he said the I feared most. "I don't think I can move past this. I don't know if we can fix this. Maybe we need to think about what's next." Divorce. The word wasn't spoken out loud, but it didn't need to be. It hung between us, heavy and inevitable. We started living like strangers. Sharing a home, but not a life. The warmth, the intimacy, it was gone. Every time he looked at me, I knew he was hearing that joke again in his head. That one careless moment replaying over and over. And I didn't know how to fix it. How do you rebuild trust when the foundation feels broken? I used to believe we could get through anything. But now I wasn't sure. Not when the man I loved couldn't look at me the same way. Not when the laughter we used to share had been replaced with silence. So I waited. I hoped. I prayed that maybe, just maybe, we could find our way back to each other. But with every passing day, that hope dimmed. All because of one stupid joke. One moment of thoughtless laughter. That may have ended my marriage. And now I'm left wondering, can something so small really destroy everything? Or was it just a final crack in something already broke?